I've been thinking about one of my YouTube comments. The person is saying that life is the problem. The rules of this life are the problem. Everything, of course, is perception, right? And it's sort of like saying the radio is the problem for playing a certain kind of tune, for playing a certain kind of frequency. I think that we are here to experience the radio and to attune to the different frequencies so we can listen to different stations. Our perceptions are a lot like the radio and the stations on the radio tuner, the tuning band. If I am, let's say, tuning into AM 580, it's going to be a little crackly. It's not going to be as clear of a sound, and it's going to be a certain kind of music, right? If I'm tuning into AM 580, I'm not going to be able to hear and perceive 96.7 FM, right? So this person is tuning into AM 580 and sees only the negative aspects of this life. Life is hard. Life is the problem. The rules of life are the problem. This person is clearly expressing and perceiving from the frequency of victimhood, feeling victimized by life. They don't want to be here. Life is too hard for them. And everything is driven by the mental projections. I would like to ask, how is your ability to see anything positive about this life? Do you still have the ability to see the positives, the joyful moments, the happy moments that this life creates? Or do you only have a lens, a prescription, a lens prescription that can only see the dark, that can only see the negative, that can only see the bad and the difficult? Your lens is clouded by your trauma. If you have never accessed your subconscious, you would not be aware of all the difficult things you have experienced as a child. Your reality formed around that subconscious trauma. If you were raised in an environment where you had to fend for yourself, you were not taken care of physically, emotionally, mentally, and everything was just a hard uphill battle, your subconscious formed a belief that life is the problem. Life is hard. Life is impossible. You cannot see the beautiful side of it. So how do you wipe and clean the lens through which you look? You have to clean up your trauma. You have to clean up your beliefs. And yes, that's not a quick process, it's a gradual process. You hear things like my messages, and your mind, your subconscious mind, might absorb some of this. It's going to take time. And especially it's going to take you practicing stillness. So as you are able to practice stillness, as you are able to quiet yourself, quiet your nervous system, quiet your mind from this belief that everything is difficult in this life, then you are able to attune to a different bandwidth and hear a different tune on the radio. You'll be able to see different angles and different perceptions. You are here to explore the different radio stations on the radio called life. There's nothing wrong with the radio. It's just that it gives so many possibilities. And why don't you change the dial? Why don't you change the perception and look at it from a different angle?